What's up, everybody? ArrgThePirate here, and today we're gonna play a little Thanatos in the jungle. Now, he is one god I would really like to be good with, but I'm not. I'm absolutely terrible with Thanatos, but let's go over his build. Now, I've got Assassin's Blessing, Mace, 2 healing potions, and a mana potion. Then I'm gonna build into Jotun's Wrath, Warrior Tabby, Crusher, Bloodforge, Mantle of Discord, Quinn Size, and then I've got a Ward and Potions of Physical Might. But, you know, this is the build I'm going for this match. But again, guys, I haven't spent just a whole lot of time with Thanatos. I think this is like my 3rd game, and I cannot sync up with him well. Now, before we go into his kit, guys, I got too bloodthirsty. Oh, I wanted it bad. We end up going down. We took a ton of damage right there. Oh, all those minions hit me. Feels bad, man. But anyway, it's bad play number 1. But first off, we have his passive, Harvester of Souls. Enemy gods within execute range, which is what you saw on that Achilles right there. They're revealed to Thanatos. Dealing a killing blow to enemies also empowers Thanatos, healing him based on the max HP of the target and reducing his active cooldowns. Additionally, all Thanatos abilities cost health and mana to use. Health restored is 20% of the target's HP range for a god and 10% on minions, and the cooldown reduction is 5 seconds if you get a kill on a god. Now, his number 1 is Death Sight. Thanatos flings his scythe at an enemy, dealing damage and additionally 10% of the target's maximum health against the enemy god. Enemies hit are slowed for 3 seconds and heal Thanatos based on damage dealt. It consumes 5% of your current HP when used. So, if you use this ability and miss your target, you're going to take damage and not do any damage. If you hit your target, you're actually going to heal for more than the damage that you took. So, hitting abilities with Thanatos is absolutely huge. Next up, we have his number 2, Sense of Death. Thanatos senses death, gaining immunity to slow effects and additionally movement speed and physical protections for 6 seconds. His speed bonus increases up to double when moving towards an enemy god within that instant kill range threshold of his ultimate. Consumes 5% of Thanatos' HP or his current HP when used. So guys, remember, every one of his abilities cost health to use, so you want to make sure you're hitting those targets. His 3 is Soul Reap. Thanatos swings his scythe, dealing physical damage and silencing enemies that he hits. The silence lasts for 1 second, guys, and you move at a reduced rate of speed when using that. And again, this ability costs 5% of your mana when used. So really, you know, this does not offer a heal unless you get kills. So you can use it to clean out a huge enemy minion wave and then also get some poke on that enemy. But the silence is the big part, guys, because, you know, having a 1 second silence is absolutely huge. You can follow that up with your 1, get all your health back, you know, do tons of damage. It's great. Last up, we have Hovering Death. Thanatos flaps his wings and ascends for 5 seconds, which I fail because I thought it was longer in a minute, but while airborne, he moves unimpeded at an increased speed before diving to his target location. Dealing damage, enemies below a threshold are instantly killed, and others are stunned. Consumes 10% of your health when used. So this ability, you know, if you use it when you're low, you know, it's not going to take a whole lot. So, you know, it won't just straight up kill you since it's only a portion of your health. But still, it does cost 10%. So if you use it and you're currently being beat up pretty bad, you might actually go down because it does take you a little bit to fly up in the air. But the kill threshold actually goes up when you level this ability up. It starts at 24%, then 28, 32, 36, and then ends at 40%. So, you know, that's pretty big. Now, if you see, that's exactly what we did there. We ended up diving that tower, and luckily we were able to get out. Hey, you know, the tower dives with Thanatos, baby. Alright, now let's get into this gameplay. So, again, I'm working toward, I put on that Jordan's hammer and I'm working toward my boots. You know, I decided to go for more damage. Yeah, I'm just trying some things out in the jungle. Guys, I really, really like the jungle, so I'm just definitely trying some things out. We end up getting that knock onto this Achilles. You know, he was able to heal, so we're not going to be able to just execute him right away. But, you know, hey, if we can get just a little bit more poke on him, we should be able to dive him and take him out. Sure enough, that's exactly what I'm going to do. Boom, baby, we end up getting that execute. Oh, feels great. I was kind of worried about him being able to dodge that, but hey, getting kills, that's what matters, baby. And their jungler showed up, so hey, let's dip out and let's take out blue. Now, one thing about Thanatos, guys, is he's got kind of an attack rotation like so many other gods. And it's very quick. It's 1, 2, 3, and on that third hit, it is a cleave, and it does 100% to everybody. So you can clear jungles fairly quickly starting out, and, you know, that can be used, you know, to your advantage. I would definitely recommend starting out with your 1, and since you have just pretty good wave clear, you know, you don't have to worry about it all that much. We miss our silence onto this Hades. Oh, feels bad. And, you know, I was looking to get out, but I see, hey, our mid laner showing up. Let's just stay in on that Hades, and hopefully we can get out from here. I'm going to go ahead and use my 2 to dip out, and, you know, hey, we make it out, no problem. We did get pretty low, but hey, great, all in all. Now, from here, I'm going to go ahead and back. I finish off my warrior tabby, and I'm just going to kind of go around looking for a gank. I haven't had a whole lot of presence in our duo lane, so I'm kind of looking that way, and I'm seeing, hey, you know, I'm just kind of hanging out in the jungle. Yeah, there's nothing really happening. I'm going to go ahead and secure the oracles, and then I head to mid lane. We get our silence on Hades. Awesome. You know, and guys, you can see we're doing work, baby. He ends up using his ult again. I used my ult there, you know, and I ended up dropping down and not hitting anything. Oh, it feels bad, but you can see it. I took quite a bit of damage there, and, you know, hey, I'm able to hit that one, and you see it heals up quite a bit when you actually hit an enemy. And the healthier the enemy is when you hit them, the more health you get back, because it is based on, you know, how much health they have. And you can see there, again, that cleave working. I really like the clear of Thanatos. You know, Niza, or Niha, but I'm not sure how to say his name. But he's got a pretty big cleave as well, except his cleave, it takes 4 hits, and it's a little bit slower. But, guys, I really like the cleave on the junglers, so you can really take those camps down fast. But again, Thanatos just... I'm not very good at hitting his abilities, so I constantly am low on health. But if you can master hitting that one, you'll be fine. Now, I'm just going to continue kind of cleaning my jungle up. You know, I think Thanatos is pretty strong in the early game, but, you know, of course, every hero really comes online later on, so definitely picking up that farm is huge. I need to get to my solo lane, you know, as quickly as possible. There's a huge enemy presence. I get a couple of them low. Let's go. They both dodge out of that. Oh, feels bad, and then Loki shows up and absolutely deletes me. Oh. I don't want to talk about it, guys. We had a chance to get a double and both of them dodged out. Oh, feels bad, man. If I would have just waited a half a second. Oh, feels bad. But, you know, hey, we got deleted. Loki can take me, apparently. So, you know, definitely need to play more cautious, and that was just a bad dive on my part. And I see a lot of Thanatos is doing that. A lot of Thanatos like to dive when they get that execute. You want to definitely pick the time and place, which... if they wouldn't have dodged, hey, we'd have got a double execute right there. That'd have been huge, and we wouldn't have gone forward more, you know? But, oh, it feels bad. Now, from here, I'm going to, again, head towards my solo lane. You can see we've got a pretty big collapse there, and we definitely need to be there to help out. There, Hades shows up, and Hades is gone. And then there... Awilix, whatever her name is. She shows up. I end up using my ultimate, and guys, you can see the inexperience of... I was going for that execute, but really, you know, I should have just stayed in that fight because I wasted that execute, because it does take some time to fly up, and, you know, I have not played Thanatos all that much, so really, you know, knowing his kit is pretty big, and, again... you know, there was no need to go for that execute. We were definitely going to secure that kill, but, you know, hey, is what it is. Now again, I'm just kind of going around looking for things to happen. I can't really do a whole lot in that solo lane because they are pushed up pretty far and we've got some pretty big presence. So I'm going to head over to our solo lane. You know, Achilles is here and you can see I missed that one and that's huge. I took quite a bit of damage there and, you know, it's just not worth taking that damage if you're not going to get that hit. So really want to try to get those hits and, you know, hey, with certain heroes like Achilles, if you hit that silence first, they're not going to have that dodge. Then it's much easier to follow up with your one. You know, when they're out of their dodge, hey, you know, that should be pretty easy. He dodged right out of that scythe. Oh, feels bad. I'm in execute range. I go ahead and use my beads. I'm able to avoid that. And then, hey, let's take him out. We end up using our ultimate again, just another wasted ultimate. Oh, feels bad. And then we get those last hits on those blue camps, and you see I'm able to heal up by getting those last hits, guys. And if you attack the enemies and don't secure those kills, you're not going to heal up. So make sure you're doing your best to try to get those last hits. Now, I was going to back, but Sylvanas is caught out, so we want to go over there and help. And, you know, I'm going to do my best to get over there fast enough. I didn't get my silence in time. But did you see that one? Oh, man, it deleted her. And then Loki's here. Loki, you don't stand a chance. Go away. And we're able to take both of them out, guys. Oh, feels great. You know, it is unfortunate that our support died, but our support dying for 2 assassins is definitely worth. And guys, that's just that little bit of map awareness that you definitely want to keep in mind because, again, it can really help you out. Now from here, I'm going to head down mid lane, and guys, I love Blink, so I pick it up all the time, but we head over to mid lane. We miss everything on Hades because we're absolutely awful. I'm going to go ahead and ult down. We end up executing him. Huge play. You know, we're able to save our Raijin, whatever his name is, the drum guy. We're able to save our mid lane, and, you know, from here, let's rotate elsewhere. Now, there's no reason to push that tower right now, guys, because it's better to get more heroes down or more gods down than just going for executes all the time. And our Achilles is able to get that execute. Guys, Achilles having an execute is crazy. But hey, great play, great rotation there. And again, we're just going to kind of keep going around, looking for where we need to go, getting those picks. You know, we are starting to really kind of run away with this match. You know, we're 8-2-6. It's 19-5. We're doing a great job so far. Let's just make sure to keep that up. Now, my team was securing Gold Fury. They were able to pick it up. No problem at all. We're actually going to head over to this other side camp. Hades is here, guys. We get that silence on him, and oh, baby. Well, we delete him. We absolutely delete him. Their jungler shows up, you know, kind of staggered. She's gone too. And you can see those heals, baby. If we wouldn't have those heals, we would have definitely gone down. But hey, we're able to heal back up, and that's huge. But if you miss those abilities, again, you're gonna go down. And boom, we're back up to half health. You know, that's great. The heals on Thanatos are insane. And if a team ran something with some anti-life steal or anti-healing items, you know, it would really hinder his ability to, you know, do well. So guys, if you are struggling dealing with Thanatos, make sure to put on something like Divine Ruin or Brawler's Beat Stick, and that will definitely hinder him. Now from here, we're going to start kind of heading towards mid lane. You can see Achilles is pushing up, and if we can rotate on him, hey, that'd be a very easy kill and an awesome kill to have. So we're gonna just kind of chase him, and with our mid lane slows, you know, followed up on this. Oh man, he's not gonna stand a chance. We even got his beads out, and we're still able to take him out. You know, awesome. We end up dropping the enemy red, and then we're actually going to make a play on Pyromancer. And since we had enough of a rotation, let's take out Fire Giant. You know, it's right here. And sure enough, we're able to secure Fire Giant. We almost died for it, though. And hey, well, we end up backing and, you know, just continuing that build. We're going to start putting on a more tanky item. And guys, this is why I absolutely love Blink. We're able to blink on that soul and take her out. Oh, I love Blink. It's such an awesome item. And you know, if you're in the jungle running away and kind of dipping around dodging things, you can get away. That's awesome as well. Now, someone dropped red and didn't pick it up, so I'm just gonna go ahead and snag it. I'd rather someone get it, then it just sit there. You know, my yellow is gone. Someone ended up picking up my speed camp. So, hey, let's pick up red, and I'm just going to kind of get in mid lane pushing. I see the enemies collapsing, and so I need to just play safe. But we should be able to take Hades. And, you know, with our Raijin, with him showing up, sure enough, Hades didn't stand a chance. And we're just going to shove this lane a little bit more. We're able to get some decent poke onto the minions there and kind of clear that wave up a little bit. I see that their Achilles is low, and I'm going to chase him down. He gets out of execute range. And, guys, this is where I'm talking about. I really thought I had a lot more time to deal with that than I did, and I dove that tower just way, way too far. We are able to wrap up a kill there, and, you know, we end up actually picking up a double kill there. But, you know, really, it was pretty sloppy on my part, and I just dove way too far. I really thought I'd be able to turn around and get out. Now, my team is still, they're doing a great job, even though I am down. You know, they're keeping that pressure up. That's great. We're able to kind of upgrade that item, so, you know, we're becoming a little bit more tanky. It wouldn't have helped in that situation. We were surrounded. Like, I had to dive a tower to get out anyways. That was bad play on my part, guys. But we end up heading over to mid, and there's Loki. Oh, Loki messed up. he should have went invis and just got out, but, hey, we're able to take him out. Nope, you know, I'm not threatened by Loki at all at this point, and that's big. Loki is definitely someone to deal with, but since we're cranking out the damage we are, you know, we should be okay as long as we can avoid that ultimate. And, you know, since we do have Aegis, we might be able to avoid that, or, you know, at least avoid his follow-up for a little bit, and that's pretty big. Now, we're just keeping the pressure up here in mid. You know, we've got some pressure in that duo lane. We've got some pressure here in the actual mid lane. So, you know, if we can do that, that's huge. I'm going to circle around since I saw their Achilles, and I thought I hit him. I don't know, there might be something goofy with how his ultimate works, and you can see I'm trying to get away. I was trying to avoid getting poked in the tower, and I'm going to end up going down here for it. Oh, feels bad, man. I should have just blinked and then hit my beads and, you know, try to get out, maybe even used my ultimate to get out. That was just a bad play all in all. You know, running all the way to the other side to try to avoid any kind of tower hits, that probably cost me my life. And, you know, that is unfortunate. Now, I'm going to cut some of that out because, you know, it's just sitting and waiting. But once we do spawn back in, we're going to go ahead and, you know, someone keeps picking up my speed, but that's okay. I'm going to then go ahead and ult onto this Willix. You know, she ended up picking up Pyromancer, but we killed her for it. So, hey, yeah, they got Pyromancer, but that's quite alright. I end up throwing a ward down. I could have probably placed it a little closer to the Fire Giant since Pyromancer's gone, but that's quite alright. We blink through that wall. Hades is here. Hades doesn't stand a chance, guys. We're able to take him out. They do have some enemy presence, so, you know, we definitely need to be careful. And we're able to take Loki out again. We hit hard, guys. We definitely hit hard. And, you know, hey, this is huge. Getting 3 down at this point. You know, we probably could go for Fire Giant. We're not going to be able to do just the entire lot here in mid. So let's kind of look elsewhere. Now, their enemy Achilles came in behind us. And, you know, hey, let's go ahead, engage on that. We're able to get some damage on him. I end up ulting again, and it gets out of the threshold again. Oh, feels bad, but we didn't dive too far that time, so no problem at all. We're able to get out. We wasted our ult, but that's quite all right. You know, it's on a 60-second cooldown, so it's not that long. Now, we do kind of go through the jungle a little bit, and we can see them showing up, and we've got a huge team present, so let's try to get a kill. We end up getting some poke on that Achilles, and doesn't stand a chance. We're able to take him out as well. We're on fire, guys. 13, 4, and 12. You know, it's been a good match. We end up missing our 1 there, which, you know, that's unfortunate. But, hey, since we've got lifesteal, we're going to heal that back up. No problem at all. You know, I don't know if lifesteal's, you know, necessary on Thanatos, but why not? I definitely, you know, like I said, guys, this is my third game, and so I haven't really figured out what I'm super comfortable with building on him, but lifesteal seems to do okay since he does, you know, if you are bad at missing abilities, I would highly recommend picking up some sort of sustain. Now, we're gonna go in behind this soul. She's dipping out, though, and I guess she got stuck on that thing. I don't know. I was trying to judge her, but we ended up missing it. We're gonna end up taking out that Owilix. You know, she pulled me to her. Guys, I've played her. I have absolutely no idea how her ultimate works. You know, you knock them up and pull them. I cannot figure out how to do it. But anyways, we're pretty low. We end up taking out that camp, and I'm just gonna go ahead and sell my starter item and pick up that sides. I think, you know, there's some pretty healthy heroes, especially with a Hades. I'm thinking I'll be able to really shut down Hades, because most Hades just, you know, they get pretty tanky towards the end. Now, from here, I'm just kind of looking around, seeing what I need to do. You know, we were able to take down 2 Phoenixes, which, you know, that's a big play. I'm going to go ahead and ward up the Fire Giant. You know, I want to place those wards on that side. That way, if they start coming in, I can see if they're heading in. And sure enough, we're able to take out Fire Giant. You know, that good plays all around. And you know, I'm kind of looking around going, hey, what are we going to do? You know, I really want the lanes to be pushed back against us so the enemies are kind of split up. You know, if the enemies all stay together, that fight could turn bad. And you can see their Achilles is getting ganked. So, you know, hopefully we'll be able to get that kill, or at least be able to chase him out of the match. And, you know, we're just kind of looking around, seeing if we want to get a kill, you know, seeing if we're going to get some poke. You know, even though this Phoenix is down, you know, I think diving in right here, you know, it's probably not the best idea. But, hey, you know, we can kind of go in and support the team a little bit. Our Achilles, you know, he took a lot of damage there. So we want to back off and just kind of play safe. You know, we still have the Fire Giant buff, so, you know, he'll be able to get healed up. And let's just wait for the right opportunity to take someone out. Now, Loki gets caught out a little bit, and we're able to poke him a little bit. And, you know, he's in execute range, and then he goes invis. Predictable, my dude. You gotta juke around when that happens. Oh, we're able to get that execute. You know, after he went invis that second time, he probably should have just flipped a U, you know, turned to 180, and I might not have been able to get him. But that execute range is pretty decent size. Now, we're just going to go ahead and head in, end up diving this tower a little bit, and taking out this Phoenix. And you know, with them having their Loki down, you know, we're just shoving this, and they're not going to be able to do much about it. We're able to take a couple of them out, and you know, that great. You know, Hades is trying to get away. We're able to secure him as well, and you know, this is GG at this point. You know, great game. Like I said, guys, I'm definitely not awesome with Thanatos, but this was a pretty good game. Well, that's going to wrap it up for this Thanatos guide. I really hope y'all enjoyed, and if you did, show me some love, leave me a comment, think about subscribing, add me on Smite, guys. I'd love to play with some of y'all, and we also have our clan, Scurvy Dog Crew, TSDC. I'd love to see some of y'all in there. Well, thanks again, and as always, I'll see y'all in the next video.